It's 2022 and your girl's super amped up. I don't know if you could tell by my little shimmy. You saw a little shim. It was a little more than a little, you know. I was feeling it, okay? But raw family, how's everybody feeling? You know what I'm about to do, so let's get this energy up. And that is jizz. Hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody's feeling nice. And you know what? Your girl just had a nice little soak in the tub like I do, and I had a fresh shower and a fresh lotion. I'm just feeling extra nice, you know? I had a good day at work, then I came home, and I was like, you know what? I feel like doing something different. I mean, when am I not switching up or doing something different, right? Right. So, what I'm gonna be doing, hey! Does anybody else's grandparents talk super loud on the phone? Why can't I hear your whole combo? Anyways, I love them. I love them regardless. Back to this. So guys, what I'm gonna be doing this time is we're gonna be doing a 3-banger, a 3-pow-wow, a 3C. I almost said something inappropriate. So a 3C, okay? So what that is I'm gonna be giving you a story time, a couch confession, and then I'm gonna be giving you a raw topic. All 3, boom, in your mouth 2 times. You guys know it's not 1, it's 2 times in your mouth, okay? And it's only gonna be with me. I'm kind of sad because I'm probably not gonna be having these anymore. I'm just giving y'all the heads up. We'll see. You know, I change my mind up. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get right into it. Unacceptable. Okay, so apparently after this I got a vacuum. I see dirt and lint. Anyways, guys, let's get into it, shall we? All right. Okay, so first up on the list is wait. Okay, so, that makes me nervous. All right, guys, so I've been doing this cool little thing lately where, someone just like my tweet, savage exterior, porridge interior. That's me. Porridge on the inside, a savage on the outside. Be very careful. Anyway, enough of that. You just got me sidetracked. Anyway, the thing that makes me nervous is I get nervous about sharing my paintings because, like, I know I'm not a professional painter, but sometimes I get confidence and I'm like, boom, blooks, post that. And what? I painted that. Yeah, you can see certain strokes. Yeah, it's not blended, but I did that. Anyway, no. What's cool is whatever I paint something, it happens. I think that's why I've been kind of scared to paint lately. But I did this painting. I'm super excited about it, so hold on. This is my newest one. It's called Her Arrival because yes, the hell she has arrived. I'm very excited. And it's kind of creepy because something's coming up and this has already happened. Weirdo, right? I freaking love myself though. Hold on, I gotta put it back up. I'm not gonna show the next one because it's gonna be too creepy. So guys, I'm super excited, so look out for that painting because it's gonna be coming to fruition in real life. Trippy. Anyway, first up is story time. Now this story time, if you watch my first little Raw Talk with MELO mini edition, my cousins brought up, my brother still thinks it's hilarious till this day. I don't. My mother was here, she'd be laughing like non-stop because she loves to laugh after me, as you guys saw. So, oh wait, hold up now. Mo, I gotta put on music for a story time. I do not own copyrights to this music. Okay, YouTube, I do not own copyrights to this music. We good now? Damn. Handy Dandy HP. Yes, guys, 2020 came and Handy Dandy HP is still here, okay? If you guys can find me a Mac that is in this color or red, like this type of red, because you guys know that's my favorite color. Red is my, love some red. Love some red. Sorry, it just gets me amped up. Even just thinking about the color, it gets me amped. Like every time I record, I see the little red at the bottom, I'm like, oh. I'm a special, special individual. Okay, let's put some music on. I don't really know what I... Do I want to play Spotify? I go through this all the time. Like, do I want to play Spotify? Do I just want to go to YouTube and play a playlist? Do I want to let my like TV do? Like, I don't know. All right, we're gonna bust a YouTube playlist today for the story time. If you guys know my two go-tos, we're friends. I mean, we're not, but we could be. I love lo-fi. I don't even know if I say it right. Lo-fi hip-hop, lo-fi, hip-hop, lo-fi. It's L-O-F-I, okay? All right. By the way, YouTube, you are killing me with the commercials. And I'm someone who uses YouTube regularly. I use it for everything. I love watching like web series on it. Lit. All right, got my little chill music. You guys know I like to have little chill vibes at these times. Helps me remain kind of calm because I already got energy for like days until I have no energy. Wow, these like really need to come out. My whole entire... Anyway, we're just gonna wrap that. And shout out to you, Nija, because these actually lasted and you were right. You were right. My hair is usually too soft and braids just slip out in like the same week, but this held on. However, the hair has to come out because I'm bringing this hair into the new year, even though I kind of already did. Okay, so story time. I kind of want something more uppity. Let's do some vibes. Apparently I can't spell. I mean, what else is new? Okay, so let's go to my freaking, what is that? Fire detector or whatever? Wow, I clearly can't talk. My fire alarm has been going crazy lately. Like, it goes off at the oddest times. Like when I'm about to do something good or when I'm... Okay, let's get into it. Okay. Woo, that tripped me out. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So I trip myself out all the time. You guys think I'm weird? I think I'm weird to myself sometimes. Elliot Trent, his voice. Okay. Okay, YouTube, I do not own copyrights to this track. Okay, let's move on. Or any of the songs that are about to play. Okay? I hope it's not too loud. Okay. Sorry guys, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Like a soldier. Tell me what I gotta do to make you mine for a lifetime. I don't know. We could make money all day, making love to the nighttime, yeah. Work hard, play hard. In one try. Girl, your body make a nigga wanna dive in. Girl, I wanna make you my chick. I just hope you realize. Cause what?
Shawty, I'ma keep it real and be true. Ain't want nobody matter but you, babe. Just watch what I do. I'ma love you right the first time, babe. Yeah.
I'll look for somebody to get it right the first time. The first time, okay? There's no like 4, 5, 6, 7, no. Stand out to me the first time. Anyway, enough of that. So, story time. Okay, so this story time, I can't believe I'm about to tell you guys this. Then again, I can never believe half the things I've told you guys already in 2021. I literally let you guys in on like my darkest, deepest emotions, which is insane to me. Like, who does that? Apparently MELO does. But it helped out a lot of you. So, I don't regret it. Not at all. I don't regret one video. I don't regret not one person's reaction to it, whether it was positive or negative. I don't regret all the men that came at me for the simpmanship video, like you guys weren't paying attention to the fact that it was aimed at both men and women, but we were two women, so we were talking about a woman's perspective. Get over yourselves. If you're mad, it's because you were doing those things. Yeah, there's just a lot of moments. But anyway, story time. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. I'm gonna keep it real and be true. Okay, so even though I have itty bitties, I need to have manners. Let me just put that up. Okay, so story time. So when I was younger, it was my birthday one day. I cannot believe I'm about to tell this story. I feel like these are like certain stories you should just take to your grave. Like, it's not bad, but it's bad. You know what I mean? It's bad because it's embarrassing as ass. Like, and broski, see, that was not cool. All right, Caldy, listen. Until this day, he still laughs about it. Like, he thinks it's so funny. He has zero remorse. Zero remorse. But you guys tell me if you should have remorse to this for now. Like, tell me if this wasn't, like, over the top, okay? All right. So, it's my birthday. And I was having a good time. I had my friends over. I was young, you know, I wasn't in high school. So for anybody that kiss me in the future, don't stress, okay? So I was younger before high school times, and I had a birthday party. And it was cake time. I remember that. Cake was coming out. And my brother decided that in front of everybody, that he was gonna be a typical older sibling to younger siblings. Now I be telling you guys, there's a reason why I go so hard for the younger siblings, because my brother, I'm gonna tell y'all 2 story times. My brother, like, he treated me like a dude. Like, he wanted a little brother, and that's how he treated me. He hit me like I was a dude. Like, my brother is the one who taught me how to take a hit. Like, he he dressed me like a dude. He used to maybe wear like my hair, like, do my hair up pretty? No. Boys are gonna look at you. Here's ball shorts and a jersey. Here is my oversized tee. Now you go outside, you know? Oh, you wanna wear that? Okay. But what he did do, I must say, my brother always made sure I had shoes. Anyway. The first story time, as I was saying, is my birthday. Everybody's having a good time. We're all, you know, kids having a good time. It's cake time. My brother decides in front of everybody. And I mean everybody, to bring me down to the ground. Do I want to say this out loud? All right. To bring me down to the ground, place his bum over my mouth in particular, and fart. To the point where I was coughing. Right? Now, is that Tori? Yeah, I know Tori's voice anyway. So, I'm sitting here now, standing up, embarrassed to shit. Okay? Embarrassed. Okay? Like, oh my gosh. And you know what's worse about it? When I ran to some of those kids that were there till this day, and I'm grown, till this day, they're like, yo, I remember when your brother pooped in your mouth. Ah-ha-ha, ah-ha, uh-huh. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get salty stuff. I get so salty about it, but then I laugh about it after. But at the time, it was not a joke. It was not a joke. Like, it's my birthday. Come on, Big Ed. It was my birthday. Okay? Quick story time number 2. There was one time my brother were younger, and I was running through the house bothering him like a typical younger sibling. And he didn't snap, but he was like, okay, you want to keep playing me? All right, cool. My brother went in the kitchen. What am I about to see? What am I about to say, see? Because he watches these. He supports. What am I about to say? He went and he picked up the butcher knife. If you guys know what a butcher knife looks like, I hope you guys do. If you don't, hopefully I have an emoji to like insert it. But a butcher knife is hefty, okay? Like, it's big, okay, on the handle. And he proceeded to chase me around the house with it. Now, just think about this, okay? In my mind, I know my brother's playing with me, right? But I also know I've been bugging the hell out of him. Right. So I'm trying to think, like, is he joking? Is he not? But either way, younger siblings, you know, run either way. Run either way. If he's joking, you'll find out. If he's not, you ran. You got safe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just running, right? Running around the house. And this guy's just running a bit. And I think about it till this day, and I'm like, I got to my room. But I just think about this day, I'm like, what if you dropped and tripped? And it just caught me in the back of my neck, back or my head. First of all, mom's is killing you. Never mind, daddy. And number 2, my second thought is like, or like, I love my brother. And like, if he dropped and it like hit him, I would break down. Like, I would be so hurt. I would, even though he was chasing me, I would still be so scared. Anyways, those are 2 miniature story times. Cause I mentioned I was going to say it. I never actually said it. I feel like I have another one that I was supposed to bring up today. Because they were light. Like, they were easy. Well, my first one's embarrassing. But they were light. Oh, okay. Another super embarrassing to... Woo! You are tripping. I'm not about to tell this story. Am I? Okay. Oh, here comes YouTube with the commercials. Okay. So... I feel like I'm too cute to tell this story. Alright, so when... I shouldn't even say how old I was, because I feel like that makes it more embarrassing. But we keep it raw, right? Damn, why do I gotta be the host of this show sometimes? Okay, I gotta keep it raw. So... I was in high school. Jesus. Moses. I say Moses so I don't say like the Lord's name in vain. So I say Moses, okay? But I was in high school. I'm not gonna say what grade because that's just too damn much, okay? And your girl decided that day that I was going to eat food from the calf. Now, usually I always go for the fries with the ketchup and sprinkle some salt on it, right? Because I think ketchup is disgusting. So I have to like cover it in salt to eat it. But this particular day I just got brave, you know? I was like, I'm gonna try something different. I can't remember what it is that I ate, but it was something from the calf that I wouldn't usually go for. And Campion calf food is dirt, other than the fries, okay? So, I got on the bus to get home, and I started getting the right? The bubble guts, right? I can't believe I'm about to tell this story. I'm like terrified right now. Nervous laugh. Okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. Cool, you know, I'm gonna do this. You know what? I'm gonna tell this story for people who have ever been through this before, okay? I'm gonna take a hit. It's all good. It happens. We're human beings. We get bowels and we got bubble guts sometimes, okay? So I get on the bus and I'm in my uniform, my school uniform, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, I can hold this. I'm just gonna, you know, clench my cheeks. I'm gonna be okay, because, you know, as soon as I get off the bus, I'm just gonna book it home and open the door, you know, and right? At least myself. I know where the bathroom is. As soon as I get through the door, kick off my shoes. Mom's not home, so I have to take, you know, I could probably just run with the shoes, you know. I get my ass bust. Anyway, I get to my house and I realize that this is the particular day that I forgot my key. Okay, good job, Mello. Okay, so I'm like, okay, that's fine. I think like my mom should be like close from work, you know, so I'm gonna call her. Because you guys know when your parents go to work and they're like, okay, I'm gonna be home in an hour, and like 6 hours go by, it's dark, and you're like starving and trying to make yourself your own dinner, and she's like, oh, I had to make a few stops. A few stops? Damn! Where did you go to a different country and back? Damn. So anyway, I'm like calling her, and I'm like outside the house, like, you know, just trying to like clench. And you know, it gets ruder as time goes by. Like, it gets more intense. You start getting like sweats and stuff. Well, at least I did in this particular case. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you know? So I'm like sitting there, legs shaking. Call my mom, she's not answering. Like, hey, no. Mom, today's the day that you need to answer the phone. Call her again, she's not answering. I'm like, damn it. Oh my God, like, what am I gonna do? So I call her again, she answers. I'm like, Mom, where are you? Oh, I'm just running a few stops. Nah. Forget that. You can't do that today. Your daughter needs you. I need you to come home. I need to use the bathroom. Okay, I'm coming. Clicks. Okay. Clenching. Try my best. It's bubbling super hard. I'm dying. Like, you know, it starts to hurt. Like, it's just like, you're like, I'll do anything, you know, to release myself. So after about 10 minutes, when I just couldn't take it anymore, oh God, Mel, you already started this story. When I just couldn't take it anymore, I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to bust a dog movement right now. Now, when I say a dog movement, it's exactly how it sounds. You know how dogs gotta squat and doo-doo outside? Y'all think I'm nasty as hell right now, don't you? I know some of you are like, okay, Mel, you were cute, but this is too much. Listen, I'm gonna keep it raw with you guys, okay? This happened. So I literally go in my backyard, and as I'm walking to my backyard, my bum is just like, too late, broops, right? So I was already messed up at this point, and now my pride and everything is just hurt. Like, I'm just happy I didn't have no friends with me today, because I used to have people coming to my house all the time. So I'm just happy I didn't have no friends with me today. Like, it's just me solo. Like, I can deal with this embarrassment, this shame alone. You know, I smell, stink, I'm covered in my own. Like, it's down my friggin' campion khaki pants. Like, this is just not cute, right? I'm like, whatever. So I just, you know, pull down my pants and just, you know, finish. Get the hose. Start to hose myself, you know. Like a real bucket. Like, I was so upset. So upset. Anyway, as I'm doing this, I don't notice that my mom has arrived. Okay? This lady is gonna watch me open the gate from the backyard, look at me, and just burst out in laughing. Like, her belly was busting. Like, she had tears. She could not stop. And I was just cross. I was like, where were you? Like, I told you I need to use the bathroom. Oh, well, you should have had your key. Like, it's not that funny. That was not a good experience for me just now. Okay? I'm so embarrassed. I can't even look at my damn self. Like, had this been anybody else, I would have been roasted. I was just so upset. And my mom treated me like I was, you know, yeah, stay out there. Here's a bag. Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah. You have more than one pants, so that one's gone. Garbage that. And I went inside and I bathed myself, and I just bathed myself in shame. I felt shame. Just shame. There's no other way. I was shame. I was shame. Okay? That's enough of story times. Okay? I got put my mouth on my brother. Okay? I did it up myself as a grown woman. I wasn't that girl, but I was grown enough. I was in high school. Not gonna say the grade, because y'all gonna judge me. I feel like a few people that I went to high school with watched it, so I'm not about to give that information out. And the time my brother chased me around the house with a butcher knife. And how he used to treat me like a dude and make me learn how to take a hit. So, anywho, that's enough of the story times. Up next is couch confession time, which I feel like I kind of just did. But, okay. Couch confession time. Whenever I do these, I don't think you guys know that, like, they are on the spot. I don't decide ahead of time, like, what I'm gonna talk about. It just kind of happens. I just kind of open myself up and let it come out. So, the couch confession that I'm going to share today is... Well, you know what? I'm going to do a couch confession first, and then it's going to roll into the raw topic that I'm going to be doing. So the couch confession that I'm going to be talking about is me giving... Woo! You're wily. I need to sip water for this. Hold on. Oh, it's almost done. Oh, I have another one. Okay. So, I'm not proud of this couch confession, but it's gonna roll into my topic, so why not? So my couch confession is that I gave my dad's fiance a hard ass time at first. I'm not gonna hide it at all. I sure did. And again, it's something that I'm proud of. I'm just gonna talk about where I was at that time in my life. So, as I told you guys before, I was very happy for my parents to go on and do their thing and make themselves happy and live life, you know? And when they're playing so much Tory Lanez. When my dad finally did find someone, which is his fiance now, I was happy about it. Like, overall, I was happy about it at first. But then, I was like, hold on a second. Like, so who am I supposed to talk to now about my stuff? I talk to my dad about everything. He's the parent that I talk to. Like, who am I supposed to talk to now? And then, like, who's gonna be my best friend now? And, like, I'm not answering to you. You're not my mom. Like, these are, like, the thoughts that you have when you first... And mind you, she's been there for years, guys. So, like, my teens into my... So, like, I'm mature now. I'm more mature now than I was then. But... I just really remember giving her a run for her money. And we talk about it now and we're kind of past it, but I just remember being so upset, like just being like, you're not my mom, which is weird because in your brain you already didn't want your mom to be with your dad, you know? It's just like this weird thing that you do when your parents find somebody new. It's quite immature and it's very rough. And it shows me to this day that she really loves my dad because she withstood that. Do you know what I mean? Like, she could have been like, your kid is a brat. Well, she probably did say that. And I'm not putting up with this. She probably could have said I was a bit, you know what I mean? But she stuck it out. And I appreciate her for that. I'm very thankful for that because it means you care about my dad. But I realized as I got older, my fear is that you are nobody's ever going to be able to take better care of my daddy better than me. And it made me emotional because, wow, I never said that out loud before. But it made me emotional because I wanted my dad took such like good care of me. And I wanted my dad to have the best care possible. And I wanted a woman to take really good care of him because I felt like he hadn't had that in years. And my dad kind of, you know, we talk about it, he kind of put me in that role, you know, not to be his woman, that's weird, but like just to be like the woman of the household and kind of help and take care of things. And I had a really hard time with it when I felt like that job was no longer mine. Not because it's not taken away from me, because it was a big weight off my shoulders. It was. Even though I got used to it, it was like now I can kind of feel like I'm just a child, which was nice. But I remember thinking to myself, like, you are not capable of taking better care than my dad than me, because it's my dad. Like, I know him. You're getting to know him, but like I know him. You know what I mean? It's weird how daughters do that for their fathers when they find somebody new that's not their parent, and sons do it the other way around, you know, for their moms. 'Cause my brother's super protective over my mom. Like, what dude? You know what I mean? So it's kind of goes, it's both, we both do it. I do it, my brother did it, you know? I'm gonna get into details of things because we have definitely put it behind us, and I don't want to bring up old wounds. Like, I don't want to put salt in it, you know? We get to the potty sporting, guys. We put a little potty sport on these things, right? But shout out to you, because I put you through hell. And I have to be honest, not all of it was intentional. I want to be clear about that. Not all of it was intentional. Sometimes I feel like I was just in my feels and I didn't know how to communicate it. And it probably came off with a lot of attitude and a lot of aggression. Not probably, it did. Now that I look back, it did. And a lot of things I just didn't understand. Like, you kind of feel like, mind you, it goes both ways. I feel like the individual didn't want me in their life, and I'm sure they didn't want me in theirs at that time for how everything was going. So that I understood. But you know what we did, guys? To sum it all up, do you know what we did? We sat down, woman to woman, and we had a conversation after everything had, like, we both had had enough. We sat down, we had a conversation, we realized that we both love my dad, and I had to realize that this individual can take care of my daddy, and that she's not gonna hurt him, because I'm very protective of my dad. Ooh! I thought I was gonna get through this whole episode without crying one time. I'm such a crybaby. But yeah, I'm very protective of my dad. And I just wanted to make sure that this individual was gonna love my dad better than me. Because the men in my family, when I care about them, I'm protective over them. Let me find out you hurt one of the men in my family on purpose. You guys don't understand. You guys don't. Bad laugh. You guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. Like, I'm sure she understands. I'm sure she understands. Because I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm very protective over them. So I just wanted to make sure, you know, that she had my dad's best interest at heart, and that I was still gonna be able to have time with my daddy too. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to just do something with my dad, you good to just sit down and we can just go out. You know, when we want to spend time together, we spend time together. And I also had to learn to let them have their time too. You know what I mean? So that's a little quick mini couch confession. Cause there's no need to get raw with that one. That one is like, I'm so happy for them now. Like, I'm so excited. Her and I like talk and we get along and everything. So it's nice now. I enjoy it now. It took a long time to get here, but we got here. That's all that matters. And my dad's happy. And he's getting married. And I like her now. That's that sounded so bad, but you guys, I keep it raw. That I like her now. Yeah. I didn't always. I'm just keeping it buck. But I do now because I realized that she had my dad's best interest at heart. And that's all that matters to me. I don't give a damn about anything else. I don't care. Looks, I don't care. I don't care. As long as my dad is happy, I'm happy. Right? Yes. So to you kids out there that are having a very hard time with your parent dating somebody else, if they are no good to your parent, I get it. Run that. Sorry. That came out really aggressive. Yeah, no. Let your parent know that, you know, no. Because let me tell you something. Okay, you know what? Let's stop. I feel like I'm overlapping because the raw topic that I'm going to address today is blended families. Okay? So let's just get into it, all right? Blended families. Blended families. Well, you heard part of the hard part about blending families, and that is your kids actually accepting the new individual that you bring into your life for both mom and dad, right? I don't know how my dad was able to withstand me doing my acting outs and being like, I don't trust this person. That's really what it was. I should have just been like, I don't trust this person yet. You know what I mean? But instead it came out when it's so much more, you know? But, all right, I'm going to keep it raw. And she already knows this. Shout out to you, A, because she already knows this. Like, I think I was finally able to, like, realize it enough to say it to her that I have an extremely hard time trusting women. Okay? Let me turn my music down for this. I have extremely hard time trusting women. And the reason why I have a hard time trusting women is because women never like me. There's always some sort of issue. Jealousy. Jealousy, really. I can't think of nothing else. That's always been my main issue with women, right? And, or like, why is my man looking at you? I don't know. I don't even know his name. But you know what? Shout out to him if he's been faithful to you because he didn't say 2 words to me. But you're just mad that he's looking at me? Damn! I can't rip off my face. Like, what do you want me to do? Right? Not even on a cocky tip. Like, this is really things that have happened to me a lot that made me nervous about dealing with women. And, you know, I have my own, like, mommy issues. So it all is all bundled up together in one. And I usually realize that I test women. I will test your loyalty in a friendship with me. I will test if you're gonna take something that I'm gonna share with you and I'm gonna hear it from somebody else. I will test if you like being around me because you like my personality or just around me for some other unnecessary reason, which happens to me a lot with women. A lot. I don't know if you could tell my eyes. I'm completely over it. I'm completely over it. Like, dead over it. I'm over it, right? So I tend to keep them all at like a level. Even if I let them in after a little while, if I see some shystiness, that's not like, I don't know if you could be here, you know? I just get nervous. But when I find a woman that is just like genuine and she's chill and we vibe and she's a good friend, ooh, girl, call me for anything. I got you. Why? Because you are so rare to have in my life. I'm going to cherish this friendship. I'm going to put into you like you put into me. Like, that's how it is for me. Like, so in terms of blended families, I realized that I was testing my dad's fiance now. Like, at the time she was his girlfriend, but I was testing her. I needed to know that, like, not only are you good for my dad, but, like, do you even mess with me? Because if you're only messing with me because of my dad, I don't have time for you. You know what I mean? Like, you can be happy for my dad, but don't talk to me, don't look my way, and I don't care to do girly things together because I think you're fake. You know, like, that's just, like, how I would use it. But I realized with blended families, you actually hurt your parent. Like, as I look back now, and I realized, and I'm so sorry, Daddy, because I realize now that was probably so hurtful for him to finally be like, Mel, I found someone that makes me happy. You told me, sweetheart, baby girl, that you didn't want me, you know, to have the situation I had before. And now I found something after sitting down for some years, and you're giving the individual hell. Like, why? I was hurting my dad too, you know, and something I didn't really realize until I was able to grow up, mature, and understand what was going on here. Now, what I will say is this. In terms of blended families, I think it is a beautiful thing. It is, like, it makes me cheese. It is a beautiful thing. I love when I see people able to work together and look past their differences. Something about it just gets me amped up. Like, it just warms my little heart. Like, aw, touch my heart. Like, it just warms me, right? Because everybody It's not easy. It might be a little awkward, but we're all just making it work, you know? We're doing it for all of us so we can all be happy and function, you know? And I think that's a beautiful thing. I really do. And it's kind of cool because I now get like an extended family that I'll get to know and kick it with and have fun with, right? Like her sister is lit to me. Like I think it's so fun. Like, but yeah, it's just like gaining an extra set of family members, which I love. Now, sorry if you see a hole. Your girl used to have her belly button pierced. A lot of things pierced. Anyway, what I will say though is very important with blended families is parents, please make sure that your kids are happy with your decision of who you've chosen to be with. It is very important. It's very important. And I know that like a lot of parents are like, why? Like if I'm happy, I'm happy. Let me tell you something. If a parent is dealing with someone and they know that that person makes their child unhappy, something is wrong. Not like my situation I was saying where I was just being an ass. Like my dad probably could just tell I was being an ass. But when they're not, and your kid is just chilling and wanting to get to know this person just giving them a hard time, or they're always jealous and compare. Blended families, let me tell you, let me say this. Your girlfriend should never be competing for the attention of your kid, and your kid should never be competing for the attention that is given to your girlfriend. That is two separate things. That is weird. That is weird. We are on two different levels. I am the child, you are the spouse. Get it together. And that goes for the men too. Okay, with your sons, and you get and you get like a you get a new man in your life. If that man is always comparing your kids' attention that they get, and they have an issue, and you need to address it. Okay, that is weird. I just need to put that out there with blended families. That get it together, spouses. Okay, that is a no-go. You have an issue. You need to work on yourself and your security if that is the case. That is a person's child. Okay. Now that being said, you also need to give that person, as parents, I feel, attention, because yes, you may be wrapped up in your kids, but you have to remember that you're still kind of dating, you know, like it's not just being a parent now. You're kind of back out there in the streets, like you're dating and you're being a parent. So, you know, you can't forget to give them attention as well. And I definitely understand that for the spouses, right? Another thing that I will say about blended families that I've learned. Know when to keep your mouth shut. Know when you should have an opinion on something and when you shouldn't. Like, for example, okay, I'll give this example. Sometimes you want to talk about things or memories, right? And I've had this moment, right? Where the spouse may be like, they may put in their 2 cents. And even though you hear it, and you know that like they're just talking because they're part of the conversation, sometimes you're like, wait, hold on. Don't speak. Like in your mind at the moment, like, don't speak because this is not your place to speak. But when you think about it, it is their place to speak. It is a open conversation and they are now a part of the family. Now, what I will say though is, if that mother and father have to have a conversation about disciplining a child, know your place. You're not involved in that regard. That I will state. Sit down and close your mouth. You are not a part of that. That goes for the men and the women's spouses. You are not a part of that in that case. You gotta know your place at them times, because that's when stuff can get sticky. But if it's just like the open conversation, or you know the situation's happening with your parent and their spouse and you, then that's an open conversation. Everybody can talk, right? What I also learned about blended families is if in my case, wow, I'm gonna say this out loud. Whoa. Okay. In my case, personally, I will say something that I learned about a blended family situation is, if you just get over the hump of allowing yourself to open up to this individual, they can be so supportive to you. Like my dad's fiance is so supportive. more supportive to me than I ever imagined she could have been, you know? And in moments where I feel like I can't talk to my moms, I can talk to her. It's weird. It is weird for me, but I also like it. I enjoy it, you know? Because she now has my trust to a certain degree, you know? Like, she has my trust when I'm able to talk, right? It takes me I'm the kind of person whoo, don't ever break my trust. It will your whole life. It will cost your whole life to get that back. I don't know what it is, but I give trust easily, and I give it to you because people say you gotta earn it. I'm dumb. I just give it. And if you break it, boom. Your lifetime to get that back. Like, I don't even want you walking behind me and I can't see you anymore. Like, I gotta know what's happening out. You okay? You're standing. Okay, cool. I don't trust you. Like, you know, like it's crazy. It's like two extremes, right? That being said, she has a good amount of my trust. She's not 100%. It's gonna take a couple years, but she has enough of my trust where I feel comfortable enough to share things with her. And she's really taught me a lot of lessons, and she's helped me with a lot of things. Even moments where, like, there's things that I, like, have not told my dad and I told her first. Isn't that insane? Like, when you think about it, it's insane. Right? Right? But it's like having another woman friend in my life, you know? 'Cause she's not my mom, but she's somebody that I feel like I can confide in with certain things. So that is really, really helpful that way. And I love it. I enjoy it. And I think my dad enjoys it too. It's probably nice for him to see that, you know? So I think he makes him happy, I think. I feel like it would. Like, why wouldn't it? Shoot, it makes me and her happy. So, shoot. Another thing that I would say about blended families is this. And this is going to be raw. Okay? In blended families. Come on now. Okay. In blended families, everybody has their part to play and everybody needs to know their place. That is the only way that they are successful. I'm going to say that again. In order for blended families to work, everybody has to play their role, but everybody must also know their place. Okay? There's going to be times when you want to talk and you should not be talking because it's not your place. Feel me? There's also going to be times where you should be talking and it's okay. And even if a child tells you, excuse me, you shouldn't be, you let them know, no. I actually can address this because it has to do with me. You understand what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Actually, no, I can address this as the child because you're affecting me. You know what I mean? Keeping it raw. Parents that now have 2 new people added to the family because they have their new spouses or their girlfriends or their boyfriends. Please do not constantly bring up your issues in front of your spouse. It is awkward. It doesn't matter what we say or how we try to, like, deal with it. It is awkward. It's awkward. Like, it's okay if it's like sometimes, but if it's all the time, it is awkward. It is awkward. Okay? Because I know for a fact, whether it be male or female, if I had to, like, constantly listen to, like, things that used to happen, I'd be like, yo, shut up. Do you think I want to hear this all the time? Like, I feel like it's how I would be. So I just think about it being in that individual's shoes, right? But what I'll also say, keeping it raw, is those parents that are separated and now have their other spouses, learn how to be in the room with each other without negativity stirring up into space. Let's not frig up the energy that everybody's trying to have a good time in. You know what I'm saying? You have to upkeep. Woo! In blended families, everybody must learn a certain level of respect for every person that's in this blended situation. It is a must. It is a must. Okay? My dad's fiance could never disrespect my mom in front of me. We would have a problem. Okay? I don't care about anything, you know, just have to. Or let me see the individual disrespect my dad. It's a problem. Okay? And the other way around too. My mom can't come on no rah with her now, because for me now that's a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Like you kind of have to learn to respect everybody. Everybody has to have that same level of respect, because I now care. In my case, I now care about everybody that's in that situation, and they all need to be respectful to each other, or I'm pissed. And I'm gonna remind you of your place. Just like I get placed. Sometimes my dad gotta place me. So, sometimes they're talking and I'm like, what? And he's like, I wasn't. And I'm like, ooh, excuse me. My mouth 2 times, you're right. Let me place myself. Let me just place myself over here. Close my mouth. You know? Like, everybody has to have a certain level of respect. Everybody has another place. You know, those are key things. Learn from each other. Instead of hating and being like, you're not my mom or you're not my dad. Learn from each other, guys. You can learn so much. If any of you are still that old Mel when I was a teen and you're going in on your parents' new person in their life, stop. Trust me, you're making drama for yourself for no reason, and you're gonna, once you actually open up to that person, you're gonna see that they actually care about your parent and care about you to a certain extent. You are the child of someone that they love. And they know that person is going to take care of that child and do anything for that child. So, of course, they're going to assume the role and the position. They know what they're signing up for. You know, well, not everybody does. But majority of the time they do, you know? And what I will say is this, because something that my dad taught me when he was dating and stuff. If somebody is not rocking with your kid, yeah, what are you doing? If someone is not messing with your kid, what are you wasting your time for? That has to be addressed. Because at the end of the day, that's your kid, and your kid was there way before this person was even a thought. You know what I mean? Ooh, I feel like I hit a nerve for a few people with that one. I felt weird. Ooh. It's so weird how I feel these things before these videos even go up. It's creepy, man. But yeah, that comment is gonna catch a lot of people that are in blended families. But it's facts. Okay? How can you as a mother or a father be happy with someone that treats your child like crap? Are you insane? Are you insane? You don't value your life. You don't. Because karma's about to box you, uppercut you in every kind of way in your life until you make that right, because that is your seed. How could you ever put that individual above your kid? You're dumb. You're dumb. So anyway, that's a few things about blended families that I would say. The topic's definitely going to come up again because I want to do a group one. I want to hear people's different, because people have different kinds of blended families, you know? Another thing that I will say about blended families is parents, do not be afraid. Okay. Do not be afraid to introduce your children to your new person. However, let me tell you something. When you do it correctly. Okay? Don't just randomly bring someone here and be like, yeah, this is who I'm with. Your kids will not respect it. Maybe have a dinner or a sit down or a fun day out, or just like let them know. However, don't pop it and surprise your kid. Don't just drive them somewhere and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm dating someone, you're gonna meet them today. That's a no. That's a no. Your child wants to body you up for that. No. prepare them, because it is emotional for them and it's something that they have to adjust to. So mentally kind of give them the heads up so that they can adjust to it. It's not that they don't want it, it's just that you can't tell them one thing and then all of a sudden just do the next. They don't respect that. And they have a hard time mentally digesting it, and now they have to make their emotions catch up. Did you hear what I said? You know what I mean? So make it something that everybody can kind of, you know. Oh, whoa. Thank you. I got that. Someone needs to hear this. If you are about to try to do a blended family situation, if you know that your spouse is cray cray, or your ex-spouse or whatever, baby moms or your ex-girl, whatever, is, well, it would be a baby mom if it's blended family. If your baby moms or your ex-wife or whatever is cray cray, let me clear something up. If the new woman that you're with is a woman that likes to be respected and she handles things like an adult and she likes to use her words and not her hands and everything like that, yeah, you might want to figure out a smart way to have that meeting, okay? Because that can go left. It's not going to go left because the girls are going to fight or anything like that, but any woman, and I'll speak for myself, any woman that likes to be classy or likes to have a certain level of respect given to her, yeah, they are women and they are ladies. Yeah, don't push the button. Like if the individual or your ex-spouse is going to be coming at them in a raw way, that individual can only keep themselves together for so long if you make them stay in that situation. If you make them sit there like, no, you can't leave, eventually she's going to kick off on her. Like she's just, and it's not going to be no, she doesn't even have to be like, bitch. No, she can address her in a clear tone, but I tell you, she's going to make her feel dumb. Eventually she's just going to lay that out. Okay? And you don't want that kind of situation. And sometimes, I'm going to say this, they don't need to meet. Blended families is not necessarily, sometimes it's just going to be your children that are going to meet that individual. But if you know they will not be able to even have any form of a positive exchange with your ex, don't do it. You're about to X out your whole relationship just because you want them in the room so bad. No. Unfortunately, not all blended families are able to have everybody in the room at the same time. It is what it is. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. Everybody's able to have a happier time or remain in a positive space, a good energy in the room. Sometimes when not everybody is there. Sometimes one person got to sit out, and then when we switch, the other person got to sit out. It is what it is. Everybody's going to have to be able to deal with their emotions with that. Okay? Because we're trying to move forward in a positive direction. We're not here for the rah-rah and the cat and the back and forth. And yeah. Another thing I'm going to say about blended families, I just heard that too. Who is this? Okay. If you are about to do a blended family situation, I don't know who needs to hear this. Ooh. I feel like I know this individual. Ooh. Okay. No. So, no way. If you are thinking about doing a blended family situation and your ex or your baby moms or whatever is telling you like, this individual is never going to see my kids, they're not allowed to be around my kids, well, what I will tell you is this. Unfortunately, you may have to respect that. But what I will tell that ex-spouse is, unfortunately, that don't make no damn sense, because if the people live together, they're going to see your youth. If your ex-man or whatever has to go and pick up the child, they might be in the car. Like, it's just, they're going to be around your kid. And if you don't want them to be around your child that badly, if it gets to the point of being a toxic situation, then spouses, you may have to respect the fact that sometimes they're gonna have to just go and deal with their kids solo, and you're gonna have your own, you're gonna have to be secure and just understand that that is what it is. And it's just to keep the peace for everybody and to not have that child looking at adults act a damn fool, because I am tired of kids watching adults act like a damn fool. Stop it. I'm irritated by this. I hope you guys can tell. Like, I'm so, stop it. You guys are grown. Fix up. Fix up. Please. Please. You guys are too big to be acting like this. okay? I know parents are just kids that grew up and had kids, but since you are now in that role, act accordingly and fix the hell up. Grow up. Grow up. Okay? I don't know who needs to hear that, but that one came on me hard just now. Grow the hell up. Okay? Okay? Allow him to do what he needs to do and be confident in yourself and your relationship. Okay? Now that being said, no, I'm not even about to, no, that's Pandora's box. I'm not even about to hit that. I am about to hit it. I thought I wasn't, but I am. Okay. Now, what I will say with blended families is this. Make sure you know that you're actually done. Okay? Don't be, I'm gonna go spend time with Ray Ray and you are slapping up your baby moms. That's a no. That's because why are you even allowing the individual to go through that? No, make sure you know that you're done, that you know, like know that you know that you know that you know that you're done. And just keep, what I will say is this, as men, because I feel like it's just inevitable. Like, it's someone that you're used to. You guys have been, you know, having sex for years. You know that you can just go to your baby moms, or you know, you just go to your baby daddy, and it's a comfort thing. I get that. I've seen it. I get it. It's a comfort thing. But if you are willing to actually move forward with somebody, what I will tell you is this: don't even put yourself in those situations. Meaning, you got to pick up your kid. You pick up your kid outside at the door. Maybe don't even leave the car. Okay? So don't put yourself in a place where there's a bedroom. If you are a car back person, and you guys know what I mean because we're big people, if it's a car back situation, then you make sure you have somebody in the vehicle so that you don't do that. Just do whatever you need to do to make sure that you are not putting yourself in situations. If you know that you are weak in that department and you really do want to do better by the individual you've chosen to blend with. Okay? Ooh. Okay. Somebody needed that. Okay? And vice versa, baby mothers, if you know every time your baby daddy comes over that you are probably going to end up giving up the goods, have him or meet him somewhere in public and exchange the child, okay? Don't put yourself in a situation where he's coming to your house and he can give you the 1-2 look and you're like, bloop, strap on. Like, no, don't put yourself in that kind of situation, okay? I feel like I've covered a few things. But yeah, overall, apart from the little nicks and crannies and things that can be a little difficult and everybody having to respect each other and some people having to just sit out sometimes and just respect that to keep the peace, blended families overall are beautiful. It's like being a big Dutty Brady Bunch. It's adorable. I love it. And you can learn a lot from watching your parents go through that process. I learned a lot from my dad. Like, without my dad taught me to not give up on love, because I almost did last year. I was gonna die alone last year. I'm not even gonna front. I was like ice cold. Like, this was surrounded by ice. Even an ice pick could bust it. Like, I was like, that was love, right? But taking my time to heal and watching my dad and knowing what he went through and knowing my mom and just like knowing where he is now and seeing this woman like take care of him and then just have a good time. Like, I love when I see them like on the couch laughing. Like, it makes my day. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna make my dad so happy. Woo! Like, it just makes me so happy inside. That he's like happy, you know? My mom, you know, she same thing, you know? Like, it makes me excited. And it makes me excited for love for myself. Because yes, your girl is officially back to dating. It's fun as hell. Oh my gosh, it's actually fun. It's fun. So, and no, it's not that I didn't waste no time, just these individuals didn't waste no time. They were like, January 1st came. I rate it. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully we're back on set. Not hopefully, because I already know what's going on. I just like to leave you guys in suspense this year. I'm not telling you guys a damn thing this year. Things are just going to pop up. Just boom on the YouTube page, or just boom on my YouTube. I said YouTube. On my IG. Just boom on my Twitch. Just boom anywhere. TikTok. Anywhere. Anywhere. Twitch. Anywhere. We don't know when. Pay attention. Anyway. Alright guys, I love you. Be good. If you guys can see my little clip, I want you guys to work on forgiveness this year. Let things go. Okay? People don't gotta be in your life. They don't gotta be in your circle. I have a lot of people distant right now. I don't need you in my space right now. You use me, or you negative, or you try to set me up. Like, you guys stay at a level. But forgive them. Because it makes it so much like, I feel so light this year. You know, it was like that clock went and I was like, like I love it. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. So, everybody, have a good year. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Thank you guys so much for growing with me, as I always mentioned before, and let's get this next year. Okay, so 2 things. Spread love, but always keep it raw. And why am I blotching all of a sudden? That's weird. Anyway, LS issues, I like to say it. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye. I don't know where I put my clicker. It's ruined the whole flex.